It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.
All right, welcome to a special new edition of New Music Monday. We've got special guests in the studio with us, Lottie and the Manatee, who are joining us all the way from Ann Arbor, Michigan. They're on tour supporting their debut EP, which is called In the Morning. And that debut EP is brimming with a special blend of intimate chamber pop and swelling blue-eyed soul. We definitely want to welcome these guys to the studio today. How y'all doing?
We're great. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks for coming. So why don't you introduce yourselves? Who do we have with us?
You go first.
I'm Lottie.
I'm Peter.
I'm James. I'm Mike. Corey. Jake.
But you guys are musicians too, right? What do y'all?
Oh, yeah. Of course. All right, we'll do it again.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, one more time.
I'm Lottie. I'm the singer.
I'm Peter. I play piano.
I play the cello. Mike, I play the drums. Corey, I play the guitar. I'm Jake, and I play the bass.
Very cool, very cool. And thanks for joining us in the studio today. And you're heading down to the city tonight to play the Something Jazz Club
Yeah.
down on West 57th Street.
That's right.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah, should be a sweet show.
And you get the whole night to yourselves, right? No
Yeah.
no opening act.
No.
You're the opener and the feature.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Exactly.
So that's Something Jazz Club. That's West 52nd Street, right in the heart of the city. Tomorrow you're heading down to Staten Island in a room that I like called the Full Cup.
Oh,
I
nice.
think you'll have fun there.
Cool.
It's your first time it's gonna be your first time in the city.
It's everyone's first time. Isn't it?
I've been here twice, but
You've been here
Yeah.
twice?
Yeah, but
Performing
it'll
or
be the
just,
first time for
No.
it'll be the first time for the band to play in the city, so
Oh,
that'll be sweet.
Anyone who's been on a tour before? Is it?
No,
everyone's
this
first
is our
time?
this is our first tour and everything.
Wow.
This is the first time we've been on the radio. It's pretty crazy.
Blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
Well, good. We're glad you can join us here at the Nyack Village Theater, in a nice little town here right on the Hudson River, on Memorial Day. What a beautiful day outside. Hopefully you'll get some good lunch or something before you have to head to the city. The hustle bustle. You're gonna love it there. All right. So you have a bass player on tour with you,
Mhm.
right? That's Mr. Jake.
Yeah.
Right. Do you
Yeah.
play on the album too?
No, I did not. I was just kind of added at the end of it
Yeah.
before the tour. So
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It really helps, like, just the whole foundation groove a bit more and everything, and so
Sure.
yeah. And Jake's always been a good bud of ours, and played in bands with him before and everything, and so it was easy, to like pick up on all the tunes and
we all went to
everything.
high school together, so we've been playing in various groups.
Collaborating and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's cool. Also,
Yeah.
in the group it is a girl by the name of Casey Friss. She's a singer.
yeah, she's a singer. She is on the album, but she wasn't able to come on tour. She had some work issues. She's off to Europe the
Oh wow.
middle of the summer. So
Well,
Yeah, just gotta make some money,
making some money and you get to go to
Yeah.
Europe. That's pretty
well, yeah.
Yeah.
pretty cool to me.
Yep. And
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's a bummer Casey couldn't make it out. She's just like super, super talented soprano.
Mm.
Really holds it down.
Yeah, definitely. What I've heard of y'all's music with the harmonies, interweaving, and she gets some good soprano
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
tones going on for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So maybe it'll be a little different, maybe more of a rocking rhythmic edge with a bass player and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
mhm,
ethereal.
It has been so far.
Right.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So you bring some rock and roll music to the big city,
To the jazz club.
to the jazz club.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So Ann Arbor, Michigan. Huh?
Yeah.
What's it like there? Do you go to Canada all the time? I probably would.
No.
No, no.
Never been to Canada.
Is it a pretty good scene there? Can you play around? There's some good clubs in there. Or?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
a pretty good local scene in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're from the town right next to it called Chelsea, which is like a small little like, I don't know, it has a cool music scene and everything like that. Like the whole community is super supportive of the arts, and then, but like the overall like just Ann Arbor music scene as a whole is like really helped shape our music and everything. Like there are always cool festivals going on and like some really, really great venues where they have awesome performers coming in and stuff.
Yeah, and influential artists like My Dear Disco or Theo Katzman and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's really kind of shaped our sound too.
Yeah.
That's good that it's so local like that. Like you don't have to go to the metropolis like
Right.
Detroit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just to play
totally.
some
Yeah.
Yeah.
music. That's good. So your first time on the road is your first time playing out of the state?
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. How are you? How's the road treating you?
We're
Pretty
packed
well.
into a van right now, but it's awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, it's super, like we said, we're like all friends, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
good.
much just like go play
It's
shows.
pretty close quarters all together in a van though,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's a little tight.
Yeah, I bet. Well, it's not like a tour bus. You're not sleeping in there.
No.
We're in a Honda Odyssey. So is all of our equipment.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
So
It's funny.
after New York, you swinging back towards home, right? By way of Pennsylvania and Virginia
Mm-hmm.
and Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Exactly.
gonna do a little bit of camping in the Appalachians for a couple days.
Oh,
Take
wow.
a break, like, so we like started the tour on Wednesday, and like we were playing shows every night till
Peter just booked
till
us.
Friday. Yeah, and then after Friday, then we're taking a couple days off and doing some camping and stuff, which will be nice. And
Wow.
yeah, heading back to Ohio.
Yeah, that sounds cool. You're playing like Cincinnati
Yeah, yeah.
Columbus. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Columbus. Good. Both good, probably good music towns.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
And camping, that'll be fun. Is it going to be on the Appalachian Trail? Are you going to try and?
It's the Blackwater Falls is where we're camping.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, it's over in Virginia, and so yeah,
Cool.
it should be sweet.
I took there's a park in New York not too far from here that is part of the Appalachian Trail, and I took I walked like half a mile on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just to say that I walked the Appalachian Trail.
Nice.
We need to do that now. Let's go do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. The Appalachian Trail,
Yeah.
hiking it. It's
Yeah.
Definitely on the bucket list, you
Yeah,
know.
maybe do the whole thing one day, right?
Yeah.
Just be wandering minstrels.
Yeah.
Just take everything on the road.
And
That'll
that's
be our next tour. The
Probably what's
Appalachian
cool
Trail.
about your music. It's mostly acoustic based. You got the
Mhm.
cello and acoustic guitar for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we just played a gig where the venue ran out of power, and we were kind of screwed.
Oh no,
Yeah.
where was that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was in Chelsea,
Yeah, it
actually.
was our hometown
Yeah.
like tour kickoff
Yeah.
show.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like 20 minutes before the show started. We all lost power and had to like kick it acoustic for a little while
Yeah.
until it all started rolling.
We could hang like that. Lottie, I know you've got a pretty. You can summon this powerful
Yeah,
voice.
yeah,
to
I can
fill up a whole
project, but
room.
like Peter, plays an electric keyboard, and
Yeah.
Oh right.
Corey usually plays electric guitar, so gets
Yeah.
In
It's a
that
little shaky.
circumstance, it was
Yeah.
really messed up, but we made it through it, so.
Yeah. It was solid.
Yeah.
Because that kind of thing can fill up the van pretty easily too with amps and a keyboard.
Oh yeah.
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 Accessories space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So who's driving? Do you take turns?
We take turns, but Corey's
Corey's kind of
Oh, yeah.
taking over.
1,200 miles.
Wow, he's been counting the miles.
Yeah. The driver's seat's like the most comfortable one in the van,
Yeah.
though. So.
It's like the most
So I don't have
spacious.
to deal with the back.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
get crowded back there, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Definitely.
So Jake, you just joined them for the tour. You're not even on the record.
No, I'm not. I just joined him on the tour.
Oh.
I'm actually not even a bass player to begin with, but I just like playing bass.
Yeah, that's good.
Jake's a crazy guitar player.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
guitar
got
player.
Jake's got his own band called the Jake Prince Trio, and
Mike
Mikey.
is actually on it,
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah.
sounds like a jazz trio. Was it?
It's actually more of a blues funk rock sort of deal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Sounds like a good deal. Have you toured with that group? Or?
No, not yet. We're gonna be starting planning that when we get back.
Yeah.
We're about to release a little EP and then just try to gig and get our name out there and stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's kind of the path that
This band,
Lottie and the
Yeah.
Manatee
It's just
kinda
like
follow.
different stages of development, really, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Did you had a Kickstarter kind of campaign?
Yeah,
for,
we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that for the CD or for the?
It was
That
for
was
the tour.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It was actually really crazy. So Peter and I like budgeted, and we figured out that if we made like $650, then we'd break even on the tour. Like
Wow.
nobody'd lose money or anything. And we actually like ended up getting so much support. We made $1,700
Wow.
from the
Right.
Kickstarter. It
Good
was
for you.
But I
It's almost
mean,
3
that
times.
alone is kind of like testament to the local music scene, like around where we are, because it was a lot of like
Definitely,
local
yeah.
donors, you know.
A lot of support.
yeah.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
great to have people come out for that kind of
Mhm.
campaign
Yeah.
to support the local scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
So is your
Mhm.
sound like a pretty good representation of what's going on in around Ann Arbor? Do you feel like that, or?
I think so. Yeah, it's like got a big folk scene and like a huge soul music scene, I think. And
Yeah.
Cool.
There's
Yeah.
just so much in Ann Arbor, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
If you can find anything you want, basically.
Sure.
yeah,
Gotta look
really.
for it.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I guess with the advent of the internet and
Yeah.
the development of that, you can listen to
Mm-hmm.
the first recordings ever made
Yeah.
up till
totally.
whatever
Yep.
is being made today.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Who were some of your influences as a group? Like,
I think probably the biggest one is Theo Katzman. He's actually a Brooklyn native, but went to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and so like as we were all going through high school, we saw a lot of his shows and everything, and I think that's like a huge influence on our songwriting.
Yeah,
don't
but
know,
I mean,
like-
that's kind of the thing is like I think every single person in the band has like really different like musical tastes and influences. So
Yeah.
that kind of just like consolidates into our sound. You know, whatever we pull from like the different genres and
yeah,
that
that's
sort
good.
of thing.
Where you can bring
Right. Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
in, and
Exactly.
it's friendly, right? You don't get into.
No.
So
Yeah.
who's
You
the,
don't know.
the biggest Theo Katzman fan?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get into that kind of fight?
Who's the biggest?
Definitely Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah,
Peter
no.
by far.
Little in love. But yeah.
So what kind of musical training have you guys had? I know for the cello,
Yeah.
maybe that's the most likely to have
Yeah.
some classical training.
Right, yeah. I mean, I started when I was 10, but I mean, everyone has been playing their instrument for a pretty long time, you know. And we're all like, I mean, most of us are going to music school or, you know, have been through music school, so
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Jake, did you go to the CCA too? When you
Yeah, I studied at the Chelsea
Yeah.
Center for the Arts.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
Little
guess
art school.
I think
in-
everybody did except
in
Mikey.
town.
That's in
Yeah.
Michigan.
yeah, it's in our
Yeah,
hometown. There's
in
this
Chelsea.
like great local art center. Tons of super fantastic teachers and everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think all of us went through it besides Mikey.
Mm.
Mikey didn't need a teacher. He's super good at
Yeah,
drumming.
He
he's
just,
awesome.
figures out his own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta feel it first.
He's
anyway,
got the
right?
natural groove.
No.
We all had to be educated.
So you were in around Boston yesterday, right?
Hmm.
In
Yeah.
Club Passim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it in Club Passim or? Was
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great
super
room.
cool
Venue.
venue.
Yeah, they were having their campfire festival, I guess,
Mhm.
like Memorial Day weekend they do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really awesome. So they
Yeah.
just had like a bunch of artists going through all day, like playing half-hour sets.
Yeah, pretty good
was-
food in the restaurant. That's part of it too, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
they've got some Veggie Planet, I think.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what- yeah.
Yeah, it was a neat place.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, pretty good side of Boston there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and it was like
gorgeous.
we've been like following, or the rain's been following us, I guess, the last like since Wednesday. It's been raining every day, and yesterday it was like
Oh, right.
finally beautiful in Boston, so it was cool to go out and get to see everything. And
Yeah, I think Thursday was the worst day here. Were you caught in something on Thursday?
We probably drove
About
through
every day,
rain.
Yeah.
I don't remember. but-
Anytime we have to load or unload the van.
Yeah. It also
It rains.
rains.
Well, it's nice that it cleared up just in time for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's time for you to join us here, and I hope you get to walk some of the stretch here in Nyack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. It looks super cool.
Yeah.
It looks like a really cute
Yeah, within
town.
this couple of block radius, you can. There's a lot of good music going on in town here too.
Nice.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, you can tell, like, with this program and everything like that. You guys are definitely, like, super hip, supporting arts and everything.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
There's a good art community in town here.
Yeah.
And we get some local groups coming in, and we've had some touring groups come through here too.
Nice.
A group called Van de Veer from DC around there.
Very
They
cool.
came through and played kind of quasi Christmas show with faux murder ballads
We
and
didn't do that.
things of that
There
nature.
we go.
It's pretty
funny.
cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's pretty cool. So where was the first leg of your tour? Now that you're on the way back.
So we like played a show at home and then took off to Cleveland on Wednesday. We played at this great venue called Mayhall's 20 Lanes. It's like a vintage bowling alley. It's like built in the like 50s or 60s or something. Yeah, and then but they like pretty much haven't done anything to it since, and it's just like it's so sweet.
Yeah,
and,
pretty badass.
Yeah, and we played with 2 other bands. Tracy Morgan Freeman. They opened up the show.
Tracy Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, what a great name, right?
Wow.
Yeah, they were super fun. And then after us was this other group. Both bands were Cleveland natives, and they're called Lowly the Tree Ghost. Sort of like indie folk, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of the same like makeup as us though. They had like a violinist instead of a cellist, but
yeah,
I think the
they
rest
had
of it was the
piano
same.
and acoustic guitar and a guy and a girl singer, and yeah, super fun people, really fun stage presence. Like
And that was in Cleveland, you said?
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, then we talk
Hmm?
next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
then the next day, let's see, we went to Angelica,
Yeah.
New York. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I don't know, nobody's heard of so far. So it's this like
Angelica, New York. Is that over
Yeah.
by the
It's
by
like
the Rochester side or something?
yeah, just
Yeah.
south of Rochester.
Oh, okay.
but it's this
Mhm.
like tiny little one street city. Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
village, I guess.
Yeah.
is the technical term.
Yeah.
So we played at like this cute little cafe restaurant kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, Black Eyed
Yeah.
Susan.
Awesome food. Really cool people too. Yeah.
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 It was fun.
Yeah.
So you scooped nothing in between Cleveland and New York? I guess that's
No.
if you just scoop around that way. It's
Yeah,
short
it
trip,
was
right?
it was kind of
Couple
like a
hours.
diagonal shot.
okay.
I guess, yeah, Angelica's like, you know, like right on the, like, what would that be? Like southwest side of New York, like right next to, what's it called? Right next to Philadelphia? Not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're learning all about maps on this tour. It's
Know
been a
so
great
much about
trip, you know?
geography. Yeah, it's great.
No, it's a great way to learn about the country, the history of the country. You can stop and see some state parks, like you're going to the Appalachian.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Should be neat.
Pretty good. Yeah, New York is huge as a state. I'm still impressed.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh,
Great
and it's been
landmass.
like, it's been so beautiful to drive through.
Yeah.
It's just like mountains after mountains. Like we don't have any of that in Michigan, and so it's been really sweet.
Right. It's not too hard on the van though, right? You got a good.
No,
No.
not
Not
so
yet.
far.
Still kicking.
She's still going.
Right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're joining us in New York here,
Yeah.
Nyack Village Theater tonight. You're playing at the Something Jazz Club
Mm-hmm.
on West
Yeah.
52nd Street.
Yeah, should be a super fun show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you gonna play your jazzier numbers or?
Yeah, I think
Probably, you know.
our like sound in general like has a lot of jazz influence in it. I think like
Yeah. It's not like strictly jazz at all. By
Yeah.
any means, we don't have any
Uh,
like standards in the set, but.
But some of the harmonies and the,
yeah,
Mhm.
kinda
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
utilize some maybe just some
Yeah,
jazz
it's really more
tensions.
stylistic, you know, some sort of stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think a lot of our music we like allow things to happen naturally on stage, and we don't try to structure it like so much so that like it doesn't have room for like improvisation, and like we
There's
try
a
to
lot
like
of improvisation.
That's great.
yeah we like
you like build in those sections.
yeah
Yeah,
and
we'll
like
like build in room for solos and stuff, but like.
Cool.
and yeah and it's a lot of like nonverbal communication on stage, and I think that's like one of the best parts about like that we've been playing together for so long is that like people can just look at each other and like a head nod, and like
Yeah.
everyone in the band like understood that head nod, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a sign of a
Yeah.
good group.
That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
on the
Actually,
same
speaking
page.
of like improv, we actually had this
oh yeah
saxophonist come up in Boston. Yeah, so 2 nights ago at the Firefly Barbecue in Marlboro. And so Jake was just talking to this guy, during a break, and he mentioned that he played saxophone and asked if he could play with us.
and so
And he
he,
ended up, just like playing the rest of the set with us.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
he played for like an hour with us, and
Yeah.
like super good saxophone
so
player.
good.
Like he was so tasteful, and like we didn't even after the first song we like stopped telling him what keys we were playing in, but he would figure it
Yeah,
out like
it was pretty ridiculous. ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was like standing next to me the entire time and just like tearing it up. So
Yeah, shout out to Steve, the
sexy sax man.
yeah
Steve, the
newest
sexy
member of the
sax man in,
Manatee.
Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be a good amount of space in your music. Nothing's too busy, even at your
Mm-hmm.
most rhythmic of what I've heard. There's
Yeah.
still room. So
Right.
if say a saxophone were to come in,
Mm-hmm.
kind of ride that.
Yeah.
that
Right.
melody.
It was awesome. And, that's always a toss up when someone's like, "Well, I play too, like, can I come jam with you guys?"
Right.
And
You
then
could suck. But
yeah, but this guy like rocked it. He just like blew us out of the water. So
Yeah,
it was way cool.
yeah. It's always a chance you take
Mm-hmm.
when you accept someone's
Yeah.
Yeah.
invitation like that.
Yeah.
Worked out well that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
So what's your day been like today? Did you was it
Yeah.
full of driving? Like when
Oh,
did you
yeah.
arrive here from?
We
What was it called? What's the
Medfield.
town called?
Medfield, yeah.
Outside of Boston.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Thought
we
we were
got in. Let's see, 150. Yeah.
We thought we were gonna be late, so we
Yeah.
were driving pretty fast.
We're like kicking the Odyssey into
Yeah.
next
Well,
gear,
careful with that driving fast. You got Michigan plates on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd
Watch
just be
out.
like, we're used to 70-mile-an-hour highways, so
Right.
just,
Yeah, once you get that momentum with all the gear, keep in your car,
Yeah.
coming
It's
down
inertia.
the
Science.
hill.
sorry, officer. It's
It's science.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it.
Well, good. You found parking in town, okay, right?
yeah, it was great.
Across the street.
Well,
Paid for free parking.
yeah,
Awesome.
right. Take advantage of it, right? It's not that way on 52nd Street.
Oh yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
we've heard.
yeah, we're a little nervous about that.
Mm-hmm. And we've also got like a rooftop carrier on top of the van, so
Oh, wow.
like structures will be a bit of a difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if the van actually decides to fit. Yeah.
Right.
But-
Yeah, like there's some low bridges, I guess, coming to the city. Has that,
That'll be
have
fun.
you had to like divert your route because of having a tall van like that? If you have
Not
springs
yet.
on the roof? No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No,
That's good.
but we're expecting to in New York.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Do you know the height of your?
No.
No,
Just
I have
eyeball
not
it.
checked.
Yeah.
The carrier's already been knocked off once. I think like Peter's uncle knocked it off at some point. So
Yeah.
So, but you're keeping something on the roof there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a frag.
Yeah, that's like, so we have all our like instruments within the van, and so it's like easy to like take them out and everything and for shows, and we found like the perfect way to fit everything in the van. So
And
now
there
we
is
know.
only one way.
Yeah.
Right. And
So
it's
we
perfect one.
Yeah, we have like an order of like taking everything out to the van at this point, and
Yeah.
how to fit it all, but then we have a thing on top and a little storage bin in the back, and those are all like just our clothes and camping gear and stuff like that.
Yeah, good.
And, yeah.
Don't get too much into the drudgery of having to load in and load out. Once you get a good way of doing it,
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
can shave time off and
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
do that.
Yeah, it's been cool.
That's great. So you got a song that you want to feature from your new debut EP called "In the Morning."
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What did we decide on?
Love to
song?
play
January.
January for you. Yeah.
We'll play January.
Yeah.
By our guests in the studio today, Lottie and the Manatee, from their debut EP called "In the Morning." Enjoy this.
We're about these banks I know. There's a circus going not far from where you are, with a 12-foot man waiting for you at the door. As a splash of color masks your hesitation, I'll tell no one about where we are to go. And the winter turns us cold in the January snow. From these banks I know. If you find your way, make your way here. If you find your way, make your way here. If you find your way, make your way. Winter turns us cold. Make your way in January. First night, make your way from these banks. I know that there must be green around the corner. For every night, paint brushes up the sky.
And that was the song January from our guests in the studio today, Lottie and the Manatee, from their debut EP called In the Morning, which is already released. You can catch Lottie and the Manatee tonight at the Something Jazz Club down on West 52nd Street in Manhattan. Tomorrow at the Fall Cup way down on Staten Island. And we want to thank our guest Lottie and the Manatee for joining us in the studio. And how can people get a hold of that debut EP?
Well, we've all got copies if you feel like coming to a show and buying one from us personally. Or it's available to download off of iTunes and Amazon and CD Baby.
It's also on Spotify, too.
And Spotify.
Check
You
it
got
out for
Spotify?
free there. Yeah.
Pretty good.
And, check us out on Facebook and Twitter and everything. Can see what's going on tour and posting lots of good pictures and everything. It's been quite the adventure so far.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And so, yeah.
Hopefully, I think it's the start of something beautiful with your
Yeah. That's
keep
it.
playing tunes like that. Really, really pretty stuff.
Thanks.
And you got a website of your own too, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's LottieandtheManatee.com.
LottieandtheManatee.com.
Facebook, it's just Lottie and the Manatee. So
Good deal.
Cool.
So definitely check out Lottie and the Manatee. If you're in the New York City area, go to the Something Jazz Club tonight around 7 o'clock, just a couple hours from now. Maybe you'll beat them there. If you're coming from Nyack here. All right, well, thank everyone for tuning in to the special edition of New Music Monday.
Thanks.
Broadcasting from the Nyack Village Theater, as always, with our guests, Lottie and Lottie and the Manatee.
It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.